So, this was my final match of Swiss in this 15 PC. I'd already qualified for Top Cut at this point, so play this game probably a bit more aggressively than I would normally, but, you know, I'm a very aggressive player anyway. So here I'm going to lead off with Infernape and Suicune, brilliant lead, against his Latios and his Gengar, which I know is a Mega 1 because it's the only one in Team Preview. He's got a really cool team. He's got a Wigglytuff. Look at that, it's awesome. He's even got a Vaporeon on the back. It's a really cool team, and it's awesome that he managed to go 4-0 with this team. So here, he's going to go for the Sludge Bomb onto the Suicune, and he gets the Poison, which is quite unfortunate, but it is going to put me into Citrus Berry range. But I predict the switch from the Latios because I've already qualified for Top Cut, so I wasn't going to take it too seriously. But I thought he wouldn't let me just fake out and Ice Beam probably into his Latios, so I predict the switch quite nicely and get out my Tailwind. Now outspeeding the Gengar, which is really good. So now I'm just going to double into this Gengar with an Overheat and a Scald. I know it will take it out. Citrus Berry activates because of the Poison, but I wasn't really in a one-shot KO range at this point, so it didn't really matter. But I missed my Overheat, which is horrible. Go for the Scald onto the Gengar, which would have knocked it out with the Overheats. I get the burn, which is something, but then he goes for his own Sludge Bomb onto my Infernape. Critical hits me, which probably didn't matter, and he also gets the Poison. So that was a horrible turn for me, because now I've just lost my Infernape. Although the Poison didn't really matter in the end because of the Dazzling Gleam, but Overheat missing onto Gengar was horrible because now I've lost my Infernape. And Poison slowly whittling down this Suicune, but another burn range would put him in, or another burn turn would put him in Skull KO range. So I'm going to bring out my Choice Scarf Excadrill here, which is really nice. I didn't think he knew that I was running Choice Scarf Excadrill, so that helped out a lot in this match. He's going to withdraw his Gengar because obviously I could just Earthquake or Drill Run it, and he's going to bring out his Vaporeon. But I managed to predict that very nicely and double up onto this Wigglytuff with a Drill Run and a Scald. And because of no Assault Vest, because I'd already seen the Citrus Berry, it is enough to KO this Wigglytuff, which is really nice. Wigglytuff is not seen very often at all, and it was really cool to see it in the final game of Swiss. So it's going to bring out his Gengar, and again I make a very unnecessarily aggressive play. I double into the Vaporeon. I should have just Scalded the Gengar, but you know, I'd already qualified for Top Cut, so I'm going to double into the Vaporeon, predicting the Protect with a Drill Run, get a critical hit, which is quite nice, getting something back, and Ice Beam into the Vaporeon makes no sense because look at that damage. That was pointless. I really should have Scalded into the Gengar slot, even though I knew it would Protect to stall out the Tailwind. But Scald isn't enough to KO my Excadrill, which is really good. No burn. So now, even though Tailwind's going to end, I know that I'm still faster than this Gengar because of my Choice Scarf. So he's not going to expect that, and I'm able to Drill Run this Gengar and KO it, which is really nice because now I can guarantee my Tailwind is going up again, so I'll be faster than that Latios in the back. So Tailwind, he could have KO'd my Excadrill this turn with a Scald, but I think he was probably predicting either a Switch or a Protect on my Excadrill, which is why he just let me KO his Gengar. So he Scalded into the Suicune, and with the Poison, it is enough to KO it. But that actually works out quite nicely because I get a free switch into my Pokemon in the back, which ends up being Superior. There we go. Best nickname. And he's going to bring out his Latios, which is his... I think we're down to our final two Pokemon now. So I'm going to protect my Superior from any Draco Meteors or anything from this Latios, and I'm going to KO this Vaporeon with a Drill Run, because I don't think that Latios would be able to threaten my Excadrill too much, and he'd probably want to get rid of the Superior. And he does actually Ice Beam into this Superior, which is really good. And with the Mold Breaker, I am able to attack this Levitating Latios, doing a lot of damage. Leaf Storm isn't actually quite enough to KO it, but next turn I can just hit with either another Leaf Storm or a Drill Run, depending on which one he ends up knocking out. He does Ice Beam into the Superior, which isn't going to knock me out. It would have done after 2, so protecting, I guess, was the right play in the end. So Drill Run onto this Latios, and I've just gone 5-0 in the final VGC 15 PC Swiss, which is really nice. Didn't take it as seriously as I probably should. You don't ever Ice Beam Vaporeon, that doesn't make sense. Scald a protecting Gengar, that makes more sense. Anyway, on to the quarterfinals.